Hi everybody, it's Ali here, and this is a bit of a different video. There's this chap I've seen in the paper who's got a suspended sentence, and the reason he's got it is because he has lied about his degree, and he managed to secure himself a top job. What he was a former Winchester NHS boss, and he lied about having a degree to land £130,000 salary. And of course he did walk free from court. He got a 2-year suspended sentence for lying, and they said that it was fraud basically, and it is fraud, and I understand that. And I'm not saying he shouldn't get a penalty, but for the 2 years that he worked in this position, firstly, he did a really good job. Secondly, it says in this article that he actually didn't need to necessarily have a degree in classics, which he sort of said he had because, well, not sort of, he did say he had, as a lie to give him more credibility to get the job, even though that actually wasn't a lie. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm getting confused now. Even though he didn't actually need that degree necessarily. So my feeling about this is, my friend said, well, Ali, it's fraud. That's it. There's no question. It's fraud. You've got to see he lied. How did it, was it put, Lise, that lied for gaining...
Intent to gain.
Intent to gain. Now, I understand that. I totally agree with it. But for me, the people that employed her, firstly, who are the NHS, what are they, head directors? Whatever they are, whoever, the HQ, whatever. HR. They are the ones, whoever employed him, didn't check, first of all, that he didn't have a degree, if that was necessary in the first place, which they were saying it wasn't. And secondly, because they didn't actually check that. So they're the ones that should be taken to court, because they could have endangered a lot of people by employing some, Mr. Joe, who doesn't actually know what he's doing. As it happens, this bloke has done really good work, and I actually feel a little bit sorry for him. But the NHS should be embarrassed. They could have dealt with this completely differently, just in my opinion. They could have got the guy in and said, look, I understand you haven't got a degree, so we've had a tip-off. And he could have held his hand up. Apparently he didn't hold his hand up, though, did he?
More than one occasion he was asked.
Several times. Several times he
over
was.
A period of months.
Okay, he was.
He
okay.
His degree certificate, and he just
yeah.
said he
Okay.
didn't have it.
So he didn't give his degree. Okay, I give you that. See, Lisa, my best mate, Lisa, she doesn't want to be on camera, and I understand that. Nor do I really, but I'm here. Why am I here? I've no idea. But the point is, I get he's a fraud. I get it, but surely. First of all, if you made that mistake employing somebody, say you're just a company, how embarrassing for you. Why even bring it to the press? Why not get the guy in and said, look, you've now owned up after multiple times of lying to us that you didn't have a degree. And why not just say to him, look, you're going to have to hand your resignation in. Let's do it this way. We've made a mistake not checking when you first got the job. So that's our bad too. Apparently they are tightening up regulations now regarding employing people. But I felt really differently about this. He's actually apparently lost his wife and his family. I don't know why he's lost his wife and family. Maybe they felt that he was a liar, and maybe, well, we don't know that. It might have been something totally different, and they just chucked that in. Because you know what? Can you believe everything you see in the papers? But we both have a slightly different view. I feel that heads should roll in HR, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
That they made a mistake,
and I also think that if he's doing a really good job and he didn't actually need that he should have maybe his knuckles wrapped, and then they take his salary down.
It's a breach of trust, though.
I know it's a breach of trust, and I get that.
Taxpayers' money.
And I get that too, but he's done actually very well for the taxpayer.
He has, but
They even commended him.
If you can't trust your best friend with your purse, how can you trust him with your friendship?
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, he's actually doing a good job.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't matter.
Well, I know, but I get where you're coming from, but we have a different... Maybe I'm just a bit too...
Nice.
I just think that This guy deserved some sort of second chance, or they could have just said, look, you've got to step down from this position. We won't make a fuss about it. You've got to step down from your position. You know, you haven't handed in your degree. You clearly have. You've now said you haven't got one, so you've lied, and it's a breach of trust. That's how they should have dealt with it, not brought it to the paper. That's my feeling. Anyway, so this guy has now, his whole career has now been ruined by somebody who's decided that, you know, got wind of the fact he didn't have a degree and decided to sneak on him. So I think shame on them too, because that's pretty shitty, isn't it?
Actually.
So yeah.
naff.
That's the end of my video. Please leave your thoughts below. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye.